Hello and welcome back to Darlo to the Prem. This is episode 33 and today we have two games. First up against Reading and then on to Peterborough. So the league table is we have just moved back up into 6th. We beat Burton and it is getting quite tight towards the top there. Obviously Oxford are running away with the league at the moment and Lincoln probably going to follow up, but Reading, who are today's opponents, Wimbledon have been up there all season, Rotherham are there, and Wrexham are just behind us and not too far behind are Bolton and Salford and our other opponents, Peterborough. So if we look here, our results, we did have a really bad spell, and we've been trying a few different formations. We are back to 4-3-3 and have picked up a couple of wins. The Blythe one was just a friendly because we had 2 weeks between games. The Reading game was called off due to the internationals. So we've got Reading and then Peterborough, and then we'll finish off the season, Carlisle and Dagenham, and see if we're in the playoffs or whether we're going straight into a summer transfer. So we'll then, without further ado, pick today's side. Let's do... we've had some bad news. Rodrigo Pinheiro is out for the rest of the season, 2 to 4 weeks, so that's him gone. So Kane Ramsey will be coming in at right back. Mun's had an injury, so he's been in and out. MacArthur's been injured. Aranzo has been sort of ever present, and because of that, he's hit the 30-game mark and is now on an extra few £100 a week, and that has affected us by putting us over the wage budget. So the 4-3-3, we have the defensive midfielder. Let's just drop that down. And Mambaya, his form has taken a right dive. I'm going to go there and actually do... Ooh, should I put Jack Arthur? Let's do Jack Arthur. So Jack Arthur is a 17-year-old. He's one of our top prospects. He signed it from the youth intake last summer. He's been in and around the squad. He's had 9 sub-appearances since his fairly successful loan at Darlo. He played quite well there. He's come in and obviously today's going to be his first start. We've obviously got Giacomini. He is and somebody who's come in and has really improved, but he's Middlesbrough's player. He's a fringe player. I don't know why the assistant manager insists on picking him. So Ennis has come back from that long-term injury, so he's in there. And we also picked up a quite decent Spanish striker, Aimar Pinar. He's on a work permit, so even better there, and that's something my the director of football sorted. So, how's our bench? Right, I'll crack on, get the team, and we'll be back soon. Right, so today's side then has been picked. It's what's in goal: Ramsey, Aranzo, MacArthur, and Munz as the back 4. Arthur's, the youngster, is starting in the defensive midfield role. One player I didn't mention was Charlie Patino. He's another one that's come in, and he's come in on quite a large amount of money. He's formerly of Arsenal. We picked him up on a free a few games back, and as you can see, he's a couple of goals. I think they're both on his debut, and he's been performing well. Then we've got Kobe Moore and Ennis down the wings and Pinar up front. The bench includes Michael Keane, Dorber, the on loan from Leeds, centre back, right back. He's not great. I think, did we get him as he's an important player? Well, he's not an important player. He's quite rubbish, really. Adiemo's back on the bench. He's unfit. him and Pienaar were having trouble scoring goals. Pienaar's the one we've gone with because, quite frankly, he's a better player. Adeyemo, he has his ups and downs, so we'll see how we go there. Porcelli, Mabaya, we've put him on the bench, and Darby Williams, the young Welshman. He's come in, he's done quite well. He's had 13 sub-appearances now. He's had the 1 assist. Something we really ought to get him into the team, but we'll see how the next couple of games go, whether we choose to go down that path. So, yeah, these 2 games really key now to the season. It's either going to be a couple of defeats and the season just peters out with the last 4 games, or we dig in, we get points in the next 2, and really have to go for it in the last 2 games to see if we can get into the playoff push. And as you can see here, it's quite dire. It was, and then I open my mouth and Sam Smith scores. Marvellous, right. Let's demand more. I haven't demanded more for a while. And we just have not been in any decent form for a while. We've been grinding. Like Burton, we ground out a 2-0 win. It was not a very good performance. Burton were the far better side in the first half. We managed to score a goal in the second, and then got a late headed goal from a corner. And in this one, it's been all Reading by the looks of it. Only to be expected. They're one of the top teams and probably too big for this league. But Moore has managed to find Pienaar. Pienaar, what's he going to do? Run into trouble? No, yeah. Oh no! Somehow the ball gets to Murphy, and Murphy, he's had a superb season. That's 15 goals from midfield now. Admittedly, he does take a number of penalties, so he must have about 5 penalties at least, probably more. But it's a great return from a midfielder, so really pleased with him. And second half, it goes straight to a highlight to Reading. Sessegnon. That's probably Stephen Sessegnon. If it's Ryan, Sam Smith. Let's have a look at him now. He's got 2 goals, so it's not as if we're checking in and he's going to score. I should be more happy. We've got the ball at the moment for this highlight, but it's back with our defence and it's going backwards. So that's a good counter press from Reading. And the worrying thing is, will we lose it? And is this a Reading highlight? Patino finds Pienaar. Oh yes, that's going to be another line is moving up. What a ball from Patino. So I highlighted him before the game. It's like he's been playing well. But what a ball this is. Look at that. Cushion control. Sends Pienaar away and Pienaar with the goal. So the only worrying thing is this has gone straight into another highlight. Are we going basketball end to end? It certainly feels that way at the moment. And so Reading, one of the Almonds. Offside, right? Will we ever get to see Sam Smith? See how good he is? The downside of Murphy, he's when we signed him, we agreed to be a roaming playmaker, and he's not a particularly good playmaker. That was a Murphy mistake. Terrible pass. No idea where he played it. Sam Smith. Only got the 10 goals. Probably a little bit too good for this league, but hey ho. Let's fire them up. We can make a couple of subs as well. We'll change it around to that. Mumbai can play as that. Yeah, Murphy can push forward like so, and anyone else? Ethan Ennis. There. No, we'll leave it like that. Ennis not having the greatest of games. He was superb before he got injured and has really been struggling since he came back. He's not really had a great run into the side, so it's not difficult to see why he's been struggling. Let's see if we can't make a couple of changes. Bettina, Kobe Moore, Murphy. We'll just rest Pina. We're in a run now of 4 games in 11 days. So we've played the Burton game. This is the second, and there's a penalty. Smith hat-trick. Let's just go very attacking. Probably never see another highlight. 1, 2, 3. Let's just do that. Oh dear. Oh well, that's rather disappointing, and suspect that's the end of the season, but there's 3 games, there's 9 points to play, so we've still got a chance to get in the playoffs. We really don't want to concede in the 5th. Let's give it another penalty. Oh dear, oh dear. I think we've made them look good. 2 penalties. It's the pre-match press conference said this guy was a referee in the game. It might be that I get myself in trouble. Perhaps I shouldn't have said whatever that assistant manager said. Ah, there, right, okay, we'll be back in a moment for the Peterborough game. Okay, so the Reading was a make-up game, so the league table didn't change much. We are still in 6th. Peterborough, on the other hand, are in 7th, so right behind us now. And this is today's team. What's in goal? Ramsey, Aranzo, MacArthur, Munns, Arthurs, Patino, Murphy, Ennis. The one change, Williams and Pina. So Dowie Williams coming in for his first game. Moore just swapped from him off the bench. Everyone's come back reasonably fit. So fingers crossed they can get through the game. So there's 2 penalty kicks given away. Munns had a poor rating, so he was slated in the press conference. Dowie Williams, get in there. Nice start. Ennis into Murphy. Murphy, Pina has a shot. Clear that to Ennis. Ennis finds Williams. He's nice turn and not bad for a first start. So we'll get closer to the end of the season and offer him a contract. we're limited in what we can do at the moment because we're so far over our budget. So he came in on a 1-year deal, so we certainly want to offer him another contract because he's quite clearly a player of much potential. Oh, what was that? 3 players watch the ball. Wasn't the greatest of passes from MacArthur, but that certainly is a charmed life goal at the moment. Let's encourage him again. Patino's taken, could be a time. Kerr wants to come off. We're almost at half time. Let's make the substitution. There's no point risking him because he's certainly our best midfielder at the moment. And you know what? Let's get Mbaya as a more defensive player. We'll just try and shut up shop a little bit there. That assist for Ennis has really fucked his game up. Long may it continue. Give him another encourage. Pinar's rather struggling today, so our man there. And I think Ethan Ennis has had a good game, so he can come there. And we'll also bring in Keane as well, just to freshen things up with 20 minutes to go, and hopefully it doesn't affect things too much. So Wrexham must have conceded because Peterborough have just jumped back up. Go on, Dowie. Oh, yes! What a goal. He's certainly celebrating his first start today, isn't he? Not the greatest of corners, but plenty of time, edge of the box. And that is a fine finish from the young man. So Bolton had jumped up to 7th there. And the bold gamble to put Williams in certainly paid off there. So, with 2 games to go, we have a 2-point gap over Bolton. Rotherham are almost impossible to catch, so it's between us. Well, yeah, the other teams can't catch Rotherham, so it's literally between us, Bolton, Peterborough, Wrexham, Salford, Charlton. Realistically, Blackpool can't because of the goal difference. They'd need to have a 29 goal swing. So anyone from 6 to 11 could still get in the playoffs. So, yeah, as I said, our final 2 games, Carlisle, Dagenham and Redbridge, both of which are down towards the bottom. Well, there we go. Dagenham and Carlisle both relegated, both in the bottom 3. So hopefully we'll come back with 2 wins there, and you'll see us ready for the playoffs. So again, thanks for watching. Please click the like, the subscribe. That would be really appreciated, and we'll see you next time. Glory! Glory! Glory!